we are done with the achievements for now. There's one more that we can do, but it's actually like it's much more story integrated, and I have some story to do before I attempt it. There's we'll probably get to it today. I might finish this game today, but on stream that would be fun. But there's an achievement called Ghost in the Machine. It's the last one for the expansion. I only have one left now after getting those two. And you get it by accessing all three forbidden archives in one loop without getting caught. So now we're going to play a stealth game. Are you guys ready? So what I have already learned about the Stranger, the spaceship that the expansion takes place on, is that whoever built it, the inhabitants of the Stranger, they put themselves into a simulation of their home planet, and their physical bodies on board the ship now are long dead, but there is something sealed inside a big vault inside either the real ship or it exists both on the real ship and in the vault, or in the simulation, but I don't have the codes to open it yet, and I don't speak the language of this race, so the only information I get comes from image reels that I've been able to find. But most of the image reels that are out in the real physical world have been partially or completely burned. So I have to go into the simulation where their minds are still alive, and it's still a very, very mild fail state. Like, if they catch me, there's kind of a spooky looking animation, and then I get kicked back out to the real world. Like, that's the only price of failure, and I can attempt the simulation as many times as I need to until I run out of time in the parent 22-minute loop. But let's just go. Let's play some actual game now. So, gotta push it. Always forget, gotta push it. Okay, so right over here is my first stop. So these crystals signify what's called ghost matter. Ghost matter is more or less instantly lethal if you make contact with it. I happen to already know the route because I've been through it before, but when you see these crystals, you can use your little scout camera, and it shows you where the ghost matter actually is, which is how you get around it. So there's a clear path over here to under the building, and then we can get up into it through the floor, because I need this artifact. We'll go back out the same way we came in. Oh, and you guys will laugh at the, call it the level of stealth. Because they clearly didn't want it to be a significant barrier for people who weren't, like, players of stealth games. Like, it's really, really, really easy. But I won't lie, the creepy atmosphere that it provides, the noises they make, and the obvious hostility of the people inside the dream world, like, it's still pretty cool. Alright. So if we're actually playing, instead of trying to unlock achievements for feats of rafting, we want to steer our raft into one of these spotlights. And then we get very conveniently yanked out of the water, like so. Now, another thing I already know is that Although I haven't gone into the dream world through this tower yet, so I will try the main entrance to the tower first. Rope arrows. My scout? I don't need to, because you don't have your spacesuit, but you can actually just recall your scout remotely like that anytime you want. Okay, so I think for this one, so everything, all the actual puzzles aboard the Stranger are light-based. So the idea is whichever one, I messed up. The key thing is wherever you see the planet. So these creatures are the ones that built this ship, this station. And the simulation is of the home world they left behind. Their home world is a moon of that planet, and so the secret room, I think, is always behind the one where you can see the planet their moon orbited. And like I said, almost everything in the expansion is light-based, and so you open the secret room by removing the lanterns. And so here you can see, here are their bodies. They've obviously been physically dead for a long time. But everyone with a green fire inside their artifact still has their mind alive inside the dream world. I enter the dream world by dozing off while holding an artifact. So now I am inside the dream world. You see the bodies are gone. My spacesuit is gone, which means I don't have my jetpack. All I have with me is my artifact, which has... I can focus it to turn it into a flashlight. If I need to hide, I can close it, but obviously that makes things very, very dark and very difficult to see. But I can do that, yes, inside the Matrix, like almost literally. So I'll show you guys some other mechanics. So this is my first time in this section. I have two big... So like I said, the achievement that I still have left is to infiltrate all 3 forbidden archives in a single loop without getting caught. I have been in 1 forbidden archive so far, period. So now I'm going to explore the other 2, like just at my leisure, actually playing the game. And then after I have some surface area with all 3 of them, then I will I'll go for the achievement. So yeah, we're here, but it's super dark. And then if I leave, you can see, so I can still hear the real world. That big shudder I just heard, that happens about 5 minutes into the loop. And that's if you're out on the real ship, the artificial sun kind of flickers, and that's when the dam starts to break. And that's because of certain gravitational anomalies that are happening in the solar system during the time loop. But we really only have, well, I guess we have 2 ways to go. I can go out there, or I can stay on the tower. So if I am, well, show not doing that. So if I shine a focused light on candles, they light and stay lit, as you can see, like that. Alright, let's just turn on some lights so I can see. Turn on some more lights. Okay, so these things are teleporters. If I focus on one, so right now I'm at a receiver, but I'll show you how they work, because there's one across the way. Watch. If I focus on one, I teleport over to it, just like that. Alright. It's probably best not to teleport until I've explored this side. Oh, you don't want me to go this way? Too bad, I'm going this way. Okay, so these are also things I've seen before. They pulsate like that, and they make noise as I get close to them. If I get too close, the noise wakes me up, and I get booted back out into the real world, and I have to try again from the start of that dream world section, if you're wondering what this bell-ringing tower is about. One thing I can do is conceal my light. Like a boss. Oh my gosh, I found a raft. Whoa, teleporter. Well, okay, I guess we're exploring in here. Yes, the inhabitants of the dream world are hostile. But the good news is getting caught is an inconvenience. It boots you out to the real world and you have to start again. But, you know, everything resets when you start the parent time loop over. But anything I unlock inside the simulation is persistent throughout that loop. So like if I manage to lower a bridge or open a door before I get caught, that bridge stays lowered until the until my 22 minutes is up and I have to really start the loop over. Yes, the dream world is built to resemble their actual home. Now, usually, so you see that extinguish? When I bring my artifact to one of these, I can actually turn off lights. And typically what that does is it opens doors, but it also activates the patrollers. Like, I'm usually safe until I turn off lights, and that like alerts them, and you'll hear a bugle, and they will start searching for me. So let's do it. Yep, they angry now. They angry now. Yeah, that's why I keep pausing. Like every time I'm not actively doing something, I want to pause the game so the 22-minute clock doesn't keep running. But for those of you who are, here for the achievement hunt, like, we will hear things that happen out in the real world and they will still affect us. Like, when we get to the part where the dam breaks, we will hear the dam break. And then a little bit later, we will hear the wave go by. And if we are in an area where, say, gets flooded, we will wake up. And we will have to try to swim to the surface before our oxygen runs out. Like, all that kind of stuff. So here we go. So you can hear doors opening. Oh, look, I'm right back here. Oh, no, somebody was taking an elevator. Well, hi. I'm gonna go away from you. That's cool. No harm, no foul. I'm back. Yeah, so like it's definitely spooky, but you learn really quick there's not a lot to actually be afraid of either. Fascinating. It's just a complex series of dead ends. Aha! Elevator. Bye-bye! There. Did you hear that big boom? That was the sound of the dam breaking in the real world. Yeah, exactly, Lone Wonder. Like it's Alex, if you're talking about the parent loop, dying by any method, like actually dying, like dying in the dream world just kicks me out of the dream world in the expansion. If I die in the real world, the time loop starts over back at the campfire on my home planet, and that's all that happens. It would not, like, but, well, I'll spoil a little bit, because I get the feeling I'm gonna finish this game on this stream, which is exciting. So, well, yeah, I mean, Karis, it's the thick of summer where you are, isn't it? Just like it's the thick of winter up here. The the main story, the way to finish the game, is I have found the reason I'm in a time loop is I bonded to a particular memory statue, and I have found the place where my memories keep getting transmitted back in time to, so I go through the loop over and over again. And the way to finish the game is to take the power source that's powering the time loop. I have to remove it, and then I have to successfully fly it across the solar system to a spaceship, like a big spaceship. I have to pull that off without dying, because once I take that power source out, I lose the crutch of the time loop. Like, once I pull out that warp core, if I die, I actually die. There's no more time loop. And so, like, I'm putting that off. I decided to do the expansion first because I've gotten so used to my security blanket of the Groundhog Day time loop, and knowing that I have to do the game's last puzzle without it, like, is extremely nerve-wracking. So I'm doing the expansion first. Anyway. All right. Ooh, somebody not happy. somebody mad at me. That was the wave going by. I see ya. I see ya. I'm gonna go this way. I need to wait for him to go away. He's not going away. Fine. Okay. Well, well, well. Oh, hello. This is the thing I turned on from over in the other area. I activated a raft. Well, I'm not that interested in a raft. What else you got? Maybe that's all. This is the back way into the tower. I was so sure that was going to do something, but it didn't. Yes. I come from a species of marshmallow lovers. Huh. Well, that was a dud. The problem is, in the dream world, I don't have my jetpack. Like, out in the real world, I would be able to just, like, jet off across the river to the other buildings, but in the dream world, I'm back to just my shirt and pants, and my little lantern, and my mind. Oh, this is all red herring. This is just, like, transit between multiple areas without leaving the dream world. Definitely an elevator there. Like, I need to get down to ground level and I need to get around. The guy who caught me that first time. I already forgot where the elevator is. Here we go. Nice. Marshmallow lovers. All right, bruh. Where are you? I see you. All right. I'm gonna bait you over here. I'm gonna go this way. Okay. Good, we made it past that thing. Progress! Whew. Oh no, I went too far. Too far down. Yeah, you come on over there. That'll be great. I'm about to get caught, but where? Like, I can't tell where they are or where the hell I'm supposed to go. Like over here? Stay up top, maybe? Yes. Oh, good, 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 good. Bye. Okay, very nice. It's a forbidden archive. We made it. Look, they burned away the code. That happened in my first forbidden archive, too. There are 3 sets of codes to unlock the big sealed vault I'm actually trying to get into. And they're kept in the 3 forbidden archives. And so far, both of them have actually had the code burned out. Even when I find it. I feel like I must be very, very near the end of my loop now. Because I very much hope that I can get all the ship log updates I'm going to find in here before I head anywhere. Okay. So what we can do inside the archives is when we place our artifact in there, it grants, oh good, they're all right here. It grants us access to these slide reels, which we can then view like so. So, let's watch this one. Okay, so this is like them developing the technology for the simulation. That person died in real life, but their mind stayed alive in the simulation. Alright, so that reel is showing us that even if you die in real life, your mind survives in the simulation. Let's look at the second one. Glad these aren't hidden or anything. If I seem like I'm in a hurry, it's because I think I'm running out of time in the loop. No, time doesn't get dilated. The 22-minute clock is the 22-minute clock, no matter what. Okay, so that shows the bell ringing. And that when you get woken up by something in the real world, it pulls you out of the simulation. And then if you're dead in the real world, you can't get woken up. Your mind will just persist. Good to know. All right, let's go. I'm going to check on chat right quick. You finished your thesis yesterday? Oh, well, I mean, thank COVID for the excellent timing. Sorry, my dad is texting me. He's asking if I'm well. I feel like it'd be a douche maneuver not to answer your own dad when he's worried about you having COVID. Imagine hearing a loud noise, waking up, being dead, and staying dead forever. Yeah, I mean, I guess, some of them drown, like that little green fire, like, it still gets put out if it gets flooded. It's like, when the dam breaks, like, 2/3 of them drown, and that will still kill you, even in the dream world. Like, they're long dead out in the real world, but when the dam breaks, a bunch of them die the second death, so to speak. But not me, because my time loop exists out in the real world. All right, let's look at this third one. Typically, we find like a couple of new things, and then something. I found a burned version of this one out in the real world. All right, so this has a lot to do with the main game. That big purple thing, it's a symbol for something that another alien race has called the Eye of the Universe. And most of the lore of the game is about trying to reach it, and I've actually figured out how to reach it, but I need the warp core, which is currently powering my time loop. So I'm pretty sure the game is going to end when I go into a loop and I actually make the journey to the Eye of the Universe. So what's interesting, quantum mechanically speaking, the reason everybody is so obsessed with this thing is the Eye of the Universe put out a signal that called another alien race to this solar system. And what intrigued them so much is that the signal appeared to be older than the date of the actual universe itself, which raises all kinds of profound philosophical questions about what exactly this thing is. So they only received the signal for like seconds. They warped here anyway. And what this is showing me is that these people also found the eye. They left their homeworld to travel here. And there was a big burned out section in the middle. And then I saw them deciding the eye was evil. Like, they had shrines to it, and out in the real world you can find the shrines. They're like burned down and the symbols are broken. So I guess now we're going to find out what is in the middle about why they think it's evil. So what they seem to be seeing is that if anyone interacts with it, apparently the entire universe is going to get destroyed. If there's a reason I'm not worried about that, it's because I've learned it's not only my own solar system that's dying. So if you wonder what the 22-minute time loop is, at the end of 22 minutes, I haven't lasted that long in a single loop since I started the stream, but if you make it to the end, the sun goes supernova, and it destroys the entire solar system, and then the loop restarts. Another thing I've learned is that it's not just my sun. Like, the theme so far is like the universe is at the point of its heat death. Like, all of the stars are either going supernova or just burning out, not just ours. So, I guess I'm not too worried about the consequence of the whole universe being wiped out if I interact with this thing, because that's already happening. Inevitably. Like, I'm currently being saved. Like, I am currently experiencing the last 22 minutes of essentially the universe over and over and over again. Alright, so they're panicked. Then they're angry. Yeah, so there they are, burning down their shrine to it. Oh, they're building something. Oh, wow. So see, that's news to me. That's why the signal only came out in a short burst. Like, these guys built a blocker to contain the signal so no one else could find the thing. All right. Well, let's find a way to wake ourselves up, because we definitely don't have time to do anything else. Yeah, go ahead, wake me up. Alright, we're back in the real world, and I'm sure we're very close to the end of the loop. I want to let you guys see the actual end of a loop. So yeah, the tower is, as you can see, the dam broke out here in the real world. The wave has come by. I wish I could see the sun. I can't right now. I wonder if the stranger is rotating. But see, out here in the real world, I can see the shrine they burned down. Oh, but Alex, I already know that too. I know exactly why the time loop is happening. I know exactly why I am one of the two entities in the solar system who knows it's happening. And I know that in order to get to the eye of the universe, which is obviously what's going to end the game, I have to disable it. I have to take the warp core that is powering the device that has me in the time loop. I have to remove it and take it to a ship to actually warp somewhere. And so that last flight through the solar system has to be made without the crutch of my time loop, which, there's some very scary things in the way between where I get that warp core and where I need to go to use it. Some very lethal things. That's the artificial sun's reflection. Where's the real sun? I do think we're rotating. I wonder if it is actually possible to get to my ship. I would like to show you guys the supernova. If I can. So that big tower is underwater until the dam breaks. That's where the vault I'm trying to open is. That's like right around here. Is where I come in. Yeah, right here. I wonder if I can still get out. It looks like probably not. Yeah, I literally can't get out. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Once the dam breaks, you are on the stranger for the duration. Well... Okay. There it is. Okay, so the stranger's been flying away from the sun this entire time. You can see just how far we've come since the window opens again. Yeah, we're very far away from the rest of the solar system now. But one thing that's very handy is there's a musical cue that kicks in and tells you when your loop's about to end. I think it's a banger. I'm gonna let it play. This means you have 1 minute left. The track is called End Times, which I also really appreciate. Oh no, I want to be able to actually see it. We might just be able to. I don't know. Alright, our music's over. There. Boom. There it goes. We're far enough away. The supernova does not destroy the stranger, but the loop restarts anyway. Although you get a different animation. It's still big though. Check it out. Oh man, I didn't want to drop down though. And then my loop ends. So there you go. Hey, Apotham. It has been a while. I'm in COVID isolation. I'm by myself, so I'm streaming. Fun, right? Exciting. Excuse me. Woof. Awful.